Sharing my discovery against Islam is not intended to insult or hurt the feelings of Muslims, but my purpose is to show the truth and save Muslims from a false religion. Simon Wilder, quoting Walt Whitman, Song of Myself, you shall no longer take things at second or third hand, not look through the eyes of the dead, nor feed on the spectres in books. You shall not look through my eyes either, nor take things from me. You shall listen to all sides and filter them from yourself. Movie with honors. Just when you think you know something, you have to look at in another way, even though it may seem silly or wrong. You must try. Now, we all have a great need for acceptance, but you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular, even though the herd may go, that's bad. Robert Frost said, two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. This is a battle, a war, and the casualties could be your hearts and souls. Simon Wilder, you asked a question, sir. Now let me answer it. The beauty of the Constitution is that it can always be changed. The beauty of the Constitution is that it makes no set law other than the faith and the wisdom of ordinary people to govern themselves. Movie with honors. Break free from Islam and religious beliefs, listening to your heart and shining bright. Hello, everyone. This is me again, Sarah Jawad. Sorry about the sneezing and all in between the video. So I'm back because I found out I saw something as I checked in the Quran so easily. You can see my live stream previous one earlier on today. My mic is up. I hope you can hear me. Again, I've just set my mic. So this, let me show you maybe. I can go to the, shall I? You'll be able to see my library and on. Anyways, doesn't matter here. Where is it? So here in the end, let me see. I found something. Getting to Allah. So what difference between the poor like me and Allah? No difference. You give it to me. Shirk happening, and they don't realize. These Sunnis don't realize shirk happening. Okay. Well, meaning, so his messenger can apply his will against whoever his messenger will, against the will of common other people who oppose him. Maybe they're atheists. Oh my God, wait a minute. I think I cannot go further than this all powerful. And Allah. No, we start from here. Allah gives power. Do you see this? Do you see this? Allah gives power full to his messengers. Sorry. Over Allah. Meaning over others' wills, he gives power. So I haven't checked again and again. I'll have to check this. I haven't checked this ayat again. Just didn't have the heart, but just have the heart to tell you that to just show you again a little bit, I found out. Let's see how far I can go with this today. I need to finish this so that I can do some other things properly.
Meaning he's given absolute power to, Allah has given absolute power according to this verse. Now, it says Maida here, and I've forgotten whether this is Surah Hashar or Surah Anfal verse. This is the problem. Allah has given absolute power to Prophet Muhammad, his messengers, and then Prophet Muhammad also, against the will of others, even disbelievers. Uh, so I didn't put my mic on. Okay, because I have to pause this, and at that time I won't be fixing my mic. And let's see this, huh? So here is the, like, what do you call it? The climax of this live stream of Islam again, about Islam and Prophet Muhammad. Home man, home, home. No, no, not the man, but home, man. Ah, he wills, and Allah. This shirk not happening. Not only do you have to bow to his every command, what are you doing? Over. Taslima, completely obeying him, bowing down to him, subjugating to him, the messenger, not Allah. Okay, it means Allah, in other words, how you put it. This shaitan coming, this big shaitan. No one can destroy this shaitan. God knows who's going to destroy this shaitan. Biggest shaitan coming, hypocrite coming. Number one hypocrite coming. Class, it is class A plus. Class A hypocrite coming. You see it? I could go, no, I have to go on for the sake of truth. Oh, yes, it does say what? Against it. My eyes, I wish I was blind. Bruce Springsteen coming, sun coming. Wait a minute, my hands. I thought my stomach. No, nothing is wrong with your stomach. Don't make excuses. Allah, I cannot take my hand on. Well, your hand may be on your stomach, but it is not hurting. It's my head that's hurting, or the heart. Something is hurting terribly, I'm shocked. And my hands are getting heavy. Okay, so what I'll do is skip this, what I went through. Uh, so seeing that what Dr. David Wood said was right, in Surah Hashar, Ayat 6. This is, and we are told that the daughter of the Messenger of Allah got Fadak also, for the Jews, from the Jews, sorry, for the Jews. I'll be making such mistakes. I know it's very irritating. I apologize greatly, and I might also have a laughter fit that doesn't stop. So I've just brought juice. Let's see if that helps. Because I crack up, and I apologize for that too if I crack up in this ayat. There I go. So please don't. No, we can be executed. So this is serious, but I have to crack up. And what Allah restored of property to His messenger from them. Surah Hashar, Ayat 6. Sorry. Continuing this ayat. You did not spur for it in an expedition any horses or camels. Let's see another translation. Whatever gains God turned over to. Oh my goodness.
gains, yeah. Sorry, and any horses or camels. So he's using Allah now here, but Allah gives his messengers power over whom he wills, and Allah is over all things competent. So what I was saying is in the last live stream at the end, or somewhere there, that you surely as Muslims, Shia, Sunnis, do want to know that your messenger, what a great messenger and what great verses from the Quran, looking at it from all sides and then coming to the conclusion that he is absolutely innocent, peaceful. He never grabbed any gains just for Allah to, distribute it among the poor. Like we were told, the Fadak was given to Bibi Fatma Zahra so that this land's increments, what you call them, profits and all, would be distributed among the poor. And like zakat, they give to the government, Islamic government. So then it's organized, and then the Islamic, whoever is responsible for the zakat, can distribute it for the poor, the needy, and the homeless. And we won't have any homeless, any poverty in that country if it is, uh, reliably, honestly distributed. So we were told as Shias that's why Fadak should have remained with Bibi Fatma Zahra, not any Sahaba or anyone, or the caliphs who appointed or elected themselves or under council, elected by the Muslim community at that time. But chosen Imam Ali was the Imam. So under them, this whole thing would have been properly distributed to those needy wayfarer straight uh, water pilgrimage. You remember that diet, the policies for giving water. But it's not the same, they say. So here I am very serious. And like my introductory video that's long said, that I'm not here to insult, but when we find out the truth, of course, we call spade by spade, right? As we say, as it is said, call a spade a spade. So when I find out and how I got it, I used the wrong word. Sorry, in the live stream previous one. Um, I see it. I see it. I saw it. I saw it. That Prophet Muhammad was a caravan robber, which I learned from Dr. David, and then I checked the hadiths and all at the time now. So you see these horses also. You see, after having evacuated, expelled them from their homelands, so again, step by step, right? Where is it here? And the opposition to Allah and His Messenger does not mean fight Him, but just opposing Him. Now, we have monks, you can see, right? I could have been a peaceful, monk in the Himalayas or somewhere in some mountain in China, sitting there peacefully, one with God, trying to find my union with God and not hurting anyone. But here, this person, and then if his letter reaches China's king or some, you know, president of his time, then ruler, China's ruler, then we're supposed to like submit, take him, and he's the best. He is the messenger, and or what happens to us. So, like the threat I showed you to Oman, uh, by the letters he sent to all the kings and all, and that little place in Arabia now, you can see Oman, you know, how he threatened them. Okay, maybe you think the letters are Shias won't go for the letters. That okay. Then in other way I will show you Shias. That is because they opposed Allah and His Messenger. So what we are saying, what I'm saying, is that look at it through all sides and see. Because if you look at it through the Shia side, it's coming from his progeny, Fatima Zahra. If you look at it from the Sunni side, the Shias will say that's the Umayyad side, it's not the right side. And also the Sunni side would be his Sahabas who questioned him. But, anyways, through the eyes of the Sunnis, it's right. And there are four Rashidun caliphs we must accept and not say anything against them. But your own books say against them, which some Tejani. Then I was guided, author of Then I Was Guided, has mentioned in his book and books. So the Shias did that kind of research. You see, okay. So what I have to explain these things because then someone could get uh, just killed for saying anything, even academically. But of course, feelings are involved. Like a human being. I'm not a professional teacher, so I've had very little training as a teacher, and this was my religion. So let's see if from all sides, Sunni side, but then I reject those ridiculous hadiths. Oh, what did he do? What is this? And caravan robber. So, sorry, this time I had to start with the hadith caravan robber, the Al Qarada raid, right? And so you can read this from Wikipedia. Have a look at this. And then we go back to Surah Hashr ayat. And about the wait, I'm sorry. I just they ask you, Muhammad, about the bounties of war. Say the decision, the bounties is for Allah and the Messenger. So fear Allah and amend that which is between you, and obey Allah and His Messenger if you should be believers. Amend and make things right between you. Okay. But still, whether you have to make things right between you and also obey Allah and His Messenger. So now you have to become a Muslim. So even the Jews, you can see He gave um, no kind of a space to be good Jews and practice their Jewish religion, Judaism. The believers are only those who, when Allah is mentioned, their hearts become fearful, and when His verses are recited, increases faith upon them. They rely on the Lord. Very good, very good. The ones who establish prayer, but not enough, not enough. And so here I'm looking for, which I couldn't find in my last live stream, that does this Surah Anfal, or is it in Surah Qaf that says the opposition to him will not be tolerated? So, but Allah intended to establish the truth by His words. Yeah, by His words, right? Not by the sword. And to eliminate the disbelief. Yes, you can do this, right? So if you Muslims feel threatened or, you know, why not? Yes, by his words, but not by fighting. I'm not, see, I didn't pick up my sword. So if you think I'm clever and cunning and a hypocrite, okay, uh, come with the. So I could be very, very clever, right, and not honest, just against Islam. But can you really say that? Oh, whatever. Just think of the worst scenario about me. Who's looking at intentions and what? And even though I may be transparent, how do you know you can trust in me, right? So the worst of the worst scenarios about me could be that I just have something personal against Islam because God didn't come to help me or my mother and this and that. And so I'm being really terrible. So this verse is you. I see. I don't come with a sword, although I'm very cunning, and you may think I'm whatever. The worst, take the worst scenario against me, because you can't see my intentions. Again, repeating. So come with words, right? Establish the truth by Allah's words and to eliminate the disbelievers. Roots by. So this, as a Shia, you could say, I would have gone to Dr. David Wood and said, but Dr. David Wood, this with his on his video live stream, I use words and I give him if I could have kept calm and properly spoken to him, but I didn't feel I was in that category. Although, no, but still, I would have tried struggle because they did invite a Pakistani young boy and he tried his best. And Dr. David would really helped him as the judge between Sam Shamoun and they were helping him, but he was quite soft with. So yes, I could have also tried with my broken English and all this. So, with your words to finish off the disbelievers, finish us off. And even the ex Muslims come in this category now, right? Apostasy, disbelievers, who the ex Muslims who call themselves atheists. So, yes, fight them. Sorry, I do this a lot. And then when I look at my live streams later on, I say, why am I taking my, why am I doing this fidgety thing? Very fidgety. Removing, going below. Either the army of the caravan that it should be yours. You wish that one not armed, the caravan should be yours. So the ones with, and remember when Allah promised you Muslims, one of the two parties of the enemy, i.e., either the army or the caravan. Okay, and this comes from the Sunni sources. Excuse me. That it should be yours. You wish that the one not armed, i.e., meaning the caravan, should be yours. But Allah willed to justify the truth by His words and to cut off the roots of the disbelievers, i.e., in the Battle of Badr. So this is our for the Shias. Ooh, and fighting defensive wars, right? Again, let me not forget, it's not Meda. It's now we're on Surah Anfal, verse 7. Surah Anfal, 8th chapter of the Quran, verse 7. If you can see this clearly, hope you can see this clearly here. Remember, O believers, when Allah promised you one of the two groups. No, I'm not looking at this. No. Either the caravan of Quraysh or the army. When Allah promised you one of the two groups, that it would be yours. Excuse me. And you wished that the unarmed one would be yours. Oh, okay. So what's the difference? Shias. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Difference is that these poor Muslim believers wished that the unarmed one would be theirs, but Allah had promised you one of the two groups. And now it's putting the blame on the believer Muslims there. It's saying you wished that the unarmed one would be yours. But Allah intended to establish the truth by His words and to eliminate the disbelievers. That means that you cannot just go and rob, even in the battle, right? It would be unethical. You wish the unarmed one would be yours. Those poor people, even the polytheists, unarmed. You can't take there, even if you win. Oh, no, no. Just go there. It was unarmed. Army or caravan. Pause in a shock. Let me not. So the Shia experts in the Quran. Allah had already promised you of the two groups. So now here we come with the Sahabas of Prophet Muhammad. Blame it on the rain, Milli Vanilli song. That it would be yours, and you wish that the unarmed one would be yours. No, no, but you see, because what Allah is saying here, Allah is saying, please give me that explanation, English. Allah बोल रहे हैं कि अल्लाह ने वैसे ही आपको प्रॉमिस नहीं नहीं हो सकता है उर्दू में अल्लाह ने आपको प्रॉमिस कर लिया कि अनआर्म्ड या एक तो आपका हो जाएगा ग्रुप में से अनबिलीवर एक तो आपको मिल जाएगा Hmm. That would be yours, and you wished that the unarmed one would be yours, but Allah intended to establish the truth by His words. अपने यानी by His अपने words से establish करे सच्चाई को अल्लाह की ये ख्वाहिश थी अल्लाह intended नहीं अल्लाह की ये नियत थी कि अल्लाह sorry intended है God wills हाँ अल्लाह का अल्लाह Allah's will है ना will को क्या बोलते हैं उर्दू में so Allah's will was to establish the truth by His words और कोई लड़ाई वड़ाई नहीं हो but अपने words से establish करे justify एक मिनट में ये पढ़ लूँ so it's going to be slow here we are again and when promised you Allah Allah ने आपको अल्लाह ने आपसे वादा कर लिया कि एक इस ग्रुप में से दो ग्रुप्स में से that it would be you आपका हो जाएगा इन दो ग्रुप्स में से आपका एक हो जाएगा अल्लाह ने आपको प्रॉमिस किया है वादा किया है लेकिन एंड यू विश्ड अच्छा लेकिन आपकी ये ख्वाहिश थी you wish that other than one that the armed of the armed other than one of the armed would be for you लेकिन आपकी ये ख्वाहिश आप लोगों की ये ख्वाहिश थी कि वो हो जो जिसमें जो आर्म नहीं है बेचारे, जिनके पास कोई वो नहीं है ना, क्या नहीं है उर्दू, आर्म एम्यूनेशंस नहीं है। नो नो नो, दैट्स पीस। तो वो नहीं है ना, वो समझ गए होंगे मैं उर्दू में क्या बोलना चाहती हूँ। सो नॉट that not the armed one would be yours. The ones that the one that's not armed, uh, you wished would be for you, but intend. लेकिन अल्लाह की ये intention थी, will थी, that Allah to justify the truth, कि अल्लाह सच्चाई को नहीं justify, हाँ सच को justify करे ना। ओह, वो क्या है एक word, justice, by his word, अपने अपने word से, लफ्ज़ों से, and cut off the roots of the disbelievers. तो ये हम शिया करना चाहते हैं ना, कि अपने लफ्ज़ों से, हज़रत अब्बास को इमाम हुसैन ने बोला कि स्वॉर्ड शार्पन नहीं करो, रख दो। वाह, पूरी दुनिया को हम दिखाएंगे, हमें जितना मारे सुन्नी या अमेरिका, हाँ, हम तो अपने, अरे क्या सब्र, क्या ब्रिलियंट, दिस इज अ रियली ब्रिलियंट वर्ड्स। लेकिन ये सहाबाओं ने जो गड़बड़ की है ना इधर, अभी ये आपको समझ में आया कि आपके सहाबा चाह रहे हैं वो मिले जो अनअहम्ड है, आपके नहीं, यानी वो जो आप कहते हैं ना हर एक को रिस्पेक्ट करो, सहाबा सब कोई भी हिपोक्रेट नहीं था उस ज़माने में रसूलुल्लाह के साथ, जो भी थे सहाबा वो हिपोक्रेट्स नहीं थे। अब अल्लाह इनको समझा रहा है कि नहीं नहीं, तुम लोग ने जो वो ये अल्लाह के विल पे तो नहीं है, ये मुसलमान कहाँ से हो गए हैं, अभी तक तो मुसलमान नहीं हुए हैं। And remember when Allah promised you Muslims, मोमिनीन भी नहीं है, हाँ मुस्लिम कह सकते नहीं, मुस्लिम भी नहीं है, वन ऑफ द, अल्लाह ने इनको प्रॉमिस भी किया है। अब देखें, दो एक एक रॉक से हम 2 बर्ड्स को मारेंगे। ट्यूं दो बर्ड्स मर गए। ट्यूं इंग्लिश में कहते हैं कि with one stone killing 2 birds. लेकिन हम सुन्नियों को नहीं मार रहे हैं। We are not killing, hitting, fighting Sunnis. तो Shias are the right हैं, that it should be yours. अब कैसी ख्वाहिश कर रहे हैं रसूलुल्लाह के सहाबा उस टाइम के, राइट, उस टाइम के उनके साथ, be yours. जो जो आर्म एम्यूनेशंस नहीं रखता है जो बेचारे, वो आपके हो जाए। आप आज भी ये चाह रहे हैं, थे पाकिस्तान में, कि इमाम बारगाह में जाके जो सजदे कर रहे हैं, जुमे की नमाज पढ़ रहे थे, उनको आप अटैक कर रहे हैं। लेकिन अल्लाह ये असॉल्ट का नहीं, असॉल्ट नहीं करें ऐसे इधर जंग बदर में, बिल्कुल नहीं अलाउड है असॉल्ट करना। अपने अल्लाह अपने वर्ड से वो करना चाह रहा है। ये बिगिनिंग की आयत है ना, जंग बदर की, राइट? फिर जब वो बहुत ज़्यादा स्टबर्न हो जाते हैं, फिर आपको कहा जाता है कि जाएँ जहाँ भी, या क्या, that it should be yours. You wish that the one not armed should be yours. ये सहाबाओं के बारे में है, रसूलुल्लाह के उस टाइम पे, about the companions of Prophet Muhammad, army of Prophet Muhammad, जो जमा हुई थी 313 जंग बदर में, in the battle of Badr. But Allah will to justify the truth by His words and to cut off the roots of the disbelievers. तो रसूलुल्लाह ने क्या कहा है? अब ये saying आती है ना रसूलुल्लाह की, जो मैंने एक फेसबुक पे ग्रुप बनाया, but I haven't been there. It's just, what do you call it? Okay, the ink of the martyr is more sacred than the blood of, no, the ink of the religious scholar. The ink of the religious scholar is more sacred than the blood of the martyr. I mean, martyr Imam Hussain, हम कितनी अहमियत देते हैं ना. तो ये वर्स तो आपको अलाउ ही नहीं करेगी कि आप पहले स्वॉर्ड उठाएं और मारें, आप अग्रेसर हों. ये वर्स तो हमें ये कह रही है. Okay, we'll do more on that later on, that he should establish the truth and abolish falsehood, even if the criminals disliked it. 9. Remember when you were asking help of your Lord, and he answered you, indeed, I will reinforce you with 1,000 from the angels following one another. अच्छा, एक बात और निकली क्या है, अगर उनके पास आर्म्स एंड एम्यूनिशंस नहीं है जो आपसे लड़ाई करने आए हैं, तो उनको आप अटैक नहीं कर सकते. सिर्फ वर्ड से एस्टेब्लिश जस्टिस, वर्ड से इंसाफ करें, अल्लाह के वर्ड से इंसाफ लाएं. बिल्कुल भी अलाउड नहीं है. इस आयत से तो बिल्कुल भी अलाउड नहीं है. No way are you allowed to assault or anything. I don't know why that Surah Tawbah ayat came. Yeah, so that फिर सूर्य हशर की आयत पे आ रहे हैं, कमिंग टू सर. अच्छा, ये मिल नहीं रहा है कि अपोज्ड कहाँ है अभी. दिस इज अ बिट लॉन्ग, अभी मुझे ढूंढना पड़ेगा. 11th है. एंड रिमेंबर व्हेन ओवरवेल्म्ड यू विद ड्राउजीनेस गिविंग सिक्योरिटी, ये मैंने कर लिया है थोड़ा सा. Remember when your Lord inspired the angels, strengthen who have believed, I will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieved. So strike them upon the necks and strike them every fingertip. क्या ऑपोजिट आ गया ना. शिया, आपने इनको ऐसे, ये इधर गौर नहीं किया कि do not amputate their body after killing them or cut off their organs and God knows limbs and all. That is because they opposed Allah agya. You see, opposition, that is because they opposed Allah and His Messenger. Agya 13th है, Surah Anfal की 13th ayat है. Not only in Surah Hashr, again it is mentioned. आप देखें opposition का, look at the definition of opposition. Resistance है, critical. Let me show you. ये आ गया ना, देख लिया आपने 13th of Surah Anfal. 13th verse of Surah Anfal. That is because they opposed Allah and His Messenger, and whoever opposes Allah and His Messenger, indeed Allah is severe penalty. एक और बात मैं भूल गई हूँ कि ये शाह कट ऑफ करना है या क्या, अपोज करना है, शाकू और or another can yeah, शाक़ी oppose, okay. तो ये या तो अपने आप को इन्होंने कट ऑफ कर दिया रसूलुल्लाह से, अल्लाह से और रसूलुल्लाह से, या इन्होंने कहते हैं अपोज किया है, because they defied Allah, went against Allah, and defying means they went against Allah and fight नहीं किया है ऐसे sword से. Opposition क्या होता है? Defying, disobeying. हाँ, ये अच्छा है. That is because they defied and disobeyed Allah and His Messenger. यानी उनका नहीं सुना, Jews थे शायद, polytheists थे, तो ये against चले गए Allah and His Messenger के, और उनको obey नहीं किया Allah and His Messenger को. And whoever defies and disobeys Allah and His Messenger, then verily Allah is severe in punishment. और कहीं और लिखा है कि fight them now, right? लेकिन उस पे आप पता नहीं क्या reasons देंगे, लेकिन कहीं और लिखा है ना कि fight these, fight them. Allah will cut off the very fingertips. Like cut off the very fingertips. नहीं, smite over all their finger and toes. Who does it? तो ये जंगे बदर की आ रही है, like verily I am with you, so keep firm those who have believed. I will cast terror into the hearts of those who have disbelieved. Who have disbelieved. So strike them over the necks. Yeah, मोमिनीन को कह रहा है Allah. Shias. Sorry, you know how hard. So please, you go for Maharam. You go for. But what is our reason for that? Mazloom be watan. Let's say Mazloom be watan ye mera Maula Raza hai. When does the Shahadat of Maula Raza come? I've forgotten, right? Which month? Mazlumiyat and Mazlum, oppressed. Right? And defensive wars. And never ever like and smite over all their fingers and toes. अगर आप sword के साथ smite करेंगे, fingers निकल आएंगे. देखें word क्या है? Strike. Rebu. Wa'id rebu. Wa'id rebu. अभी इधर आप slightly strike करें, हाँ? अरे नहीं, finger नहीं निकली, sword just इधर बिल्कुल, like, let's see what's the word for that when the husband has to discipline his wife in that ayat. Shall I go there? Slightly. No, next go okay, slightly. Let me see. فَأَدْرِبُوا. فَأَدْرِبُوا, right? What is this word? Sorry, it was loud. That's why can't do this all the time. Like, I could injure someone's ears because वो इतना मेरा voice इतना loud नहीं है जितना इसमें आता है loud. I cannot be negligent like this. Sorry about this. Really sorry. Remember when your Lord inspired to the angels, I'm with you. I'm with you. So this is अभी जंग बदर का ही चल रहा है ना? by which they grasp and manipulate their weapons, also interpreted as all extremities, i.e., their hands and feet. Footnote: by which they grasp and manipulate their weapons, also interpreted as all extremities, i.e., the hands and feet. What does this mean? Sorry, I'm not. By which they grasp and manipulate their weapons. Okay, not getting this really. Fingertips. Terror into the hearts. अभी इधर पीछे वर्स में बोला था, stated था, अभी ये क्या है? So I'm just going to take a break from there, that verse. That is because they opposed Allah and His Messenger. Not fighting Allah and His Messenger, but opposing. There's a difference. Shaki, shaku, shakaki. Like that, the word. Now let me show you what is the English, don't know the Arabic meaning of opposition. Huh. Where's the opposition? I'd kept it here, or is it in my, oh no, it's on my other tab, so okay. Postulate. No, we look at, now, forget postulate. We look at opposition, opposing someone. In conflict or competition with someone or something. On the opposing page, there were two. Okay, opposing in conflict. Opposition, resistance or dissent expressed in action. In action, yani, the way I'm talking about this. Now, what's this? Again, this, just ignore this. But okay, hot girls are waiting here. Sorry, can't ignore this. I have to remove it. 1, 2, 3. Resistance or dissent expressed in action or argument. Action like no. Or maybe you say with your hand like, is it that they picked up fighting? No. Could it be fighting? Antipathy, hostility, objection. Objection, my lord. Lawyer says, right? Or the judge. No, the judge says, oh, okay. Objection. Or the lawyer says, objection, my lord. I don't think it means, no, it doesn't mean fighting. You see, did you see that verse? And how shall I bring it to you? How shall I bring it to you? Did you see this? Because you see, what's going to happen to me is that you will be executing death. Let's see if the sound is coming here. I was in the darkness opposing light, and He's the light who expels the darkness. By the words of Allah, it should be, right? If they give you a war, fight with swords, not just opposition, we have to really educate ourselves. I'm not taunting. Sorry. This Shia's, it will come as a surprise. So, what's it? So, what is going to happen to me here? I was trying to help the Muslims. Didn't think it was a crime to point out a religious criminal like the Prophet of Islam. By the Islamic law, I must be punished. Embracing my execution. Death. I was the darkness opposing light. And He is the light who expels the darkness sent by Allah, the light of the heavens and the earth. And okay, disbelievers deserve darkness and the eternal fire of hell. Debatable. Out of darkness came light. From wherever you may come, whatever reason you may bring, you misguided the people. Rasulullah came with light, you came with darkness. And you know, it's not only you, but it's the world, people, another person. If you misguide, we will not take it. So you are condemned to death, right? Now, if I show you, if I prove to you, and you can see it from the Quran ayats, like taking even a hadith, and you see it, you get insight, how deceiving. What is he? What is he? I'm not going to draw conclusions, right? But I have on the theme. You see it, I've given it, but here in the, what have I given here? Was Prophet Muhammad a caravan robber? On my Facebook, I've given the conclusion and everything, right? Not here. So they can kill me. They can kill me because, you know, what is life now? After having lost my religion, my mother, and sympathy is not wanted, but my religion, truthful, how Imam is saying, what is life now? For me, it's a shocking journey, discovery. Every other verse, like, oh God, it gets worse and worse. I mean, or maybe it doesn't get worse, it's the same, but you know what I mean? It is very, very shocking. Time and again, very shocking. Resistance. What is resistance? Opposition by action is what? Okay, let us also, but it doesn't say fight here. Shouldn't Allah have been very clear about this? But then in Surah Nisa, we're told that, you know, you may take me here and there, but I can take you to another ayat and show you that here he should have been clear. Antagonism or hostility. What is opposition action? Thank you, Google search. And this is Safol KDBTJL DBT. What is opposition action? Let's even a dialectical behavioral therapy skill that involves choosing to do exactly the opposite of what your emotions tell you to do. When you think about it, we all have emotions that can cause us to make choices we'd rather not make. What is opposite action? Okay, no. what is the action of oppositions, hostilities, antagonists? Oh, God. How to respond to opposition tactics. Learn. So we can do a whole research on this. Group action in opposition to those in power, defined act, altercation, coming into conflict with, grief, the act of protesting, a public demonstration perhaps. But does it say fight, taking up arms and ammunitions? No, it doesn't say that. And if it does in some like corner, no, this is like protesting against. You can't protest. Opposition means protesting and things like that in action also. And in words, you can do it by poetry, like Cobb did. Cobb did, right? Write poetries against Prophet Muhammad. And you must allow that. Freedom of speech. If you listen to David Icke on freedom of speech, you'll realize what is the importance of that. Otherwise, you're a dictator. Sorry, I need to just sip on my juice. No, I had a gulp of. Just need to take some. Excuse me. Oh my God. Please, opposition is not fighting him. Okay, is it clear enough? No, it's not clear enough. Dictionary.com. The action of opposing, resisting, or combating. Okay, combating is antagonism or hostility. Combating is taking up arms, right? And, oh yeah, I'm wrong. Let's go back. Combat. Combating. Let's put this. Take action to reduce or prevent something bad or undesirable. Engage in a fight with, oppose in battle. Archaic. Okay. Opposing. So they could be resisting and taking up arms, combating. Okay, good. Okay, I'm wrong in this. Fight. Yeah, similar to combat. So so this, yes, they could be combating him, for giving him a fight. Okay. Uh, opposition is a wide term word. It could also mean something like, so the Sunnis, could take it in the wrong manner. The Quran only people, Allah mar gaye. We're all dead. Right? So, yes, very good. You see, use the word combat. Allah all knowing, omniscient, omnipotent. Otherwise, there are chances that people could get it wrong. So don't use such a broad word like opposing. Use fight, giving Rasul Allah and His Messenger a fight. If you say opposing, it could include like what we're doing here academically. Right? In poems, criticizing, protesting. Let's say they come out and they I say that I protest against Rasulullah. What will they do to me according to the Quran? Execute, death penalty, no reform system, nothing, no reformation, just even the punishments are for what? To prove example, right? That you, but before the punishment, no reformation. So let's go to the time of the European Reformation. Oops, what am I? Sorry, Reformation. Oh my God, what's this? Wait a minute, sorry. The action or process of reforming an institution or practice. So we are told that the Najrans, what happened? They had a Rasulullah, Shias, what happened in Mobila? So also not no reformation policy for from Prophet Muhammad. Reforming these rebels. This is what I reached to Imam Hussain and I said, reforming rebels. You know, how can you do that? But you have to try and do it. Now we have from the modern world in the from Europe a reformation system rather than that punishment thing. Said like immediate punishment. No, even let's say if I have to bring a reform in law, in criminal law, I would say that, please can you uh, try to use reformatory ways rather than punish them. Reformatory jails and places, institutions where the criminals can go and have a chance to reform themselves. The rebels can go, rebels against the government and all this, right? So I would suggest that reformatory ways. And I don't see this great Allah. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe in the beginning, ayat with words, since, but opposing is a very wide, broad word used. You can't even, you see, imagine, just think, right? Islam has come, they have been, they've had their gods for how many years now? Ismail is gone, Abraham is gone. How many years they've had their gods in the. Do you think a revolution is a good idea? When in the majlis I heard that Rasulullah's was a revolution, my head started to spin. Like, wait a minute. And I'd seen the message also much earlier in my life, and no, I don't think it should have been a revolution. It should have been an evolution. Jews. So opposition to Allah and Prophet Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah, not a good word to use, the wide connotation it have. You can oppose him by writing poetry. What, you get killed? Yes, immediate. To your very fingertips, cut them off? No, but no, but I know what the Shias are going to say. We have to then see what kind of opposition it is. Yes, in combat, cut off the very fingertips. Ah, you mean to say, like, yes, no, like, if you're fighting, you just kill the person, don't cut off their very fingertips. Like, do not amputate them. And even if you say like after they die, they are killed. But what if they are alive and you're cutting off their fingertips and you've already put Allah has put terror in their hearts, and they are so scared, right? You know Allah's terror in their hearts. No psychologist, no therapy, no nothing can uh, make you, nothing can take that away. The terror in your heart that is caused by Allah in your heart. Cliche or what am I doing? Repeating myself. So, t- huh? Shias? Under what circumstances? Cut off the very fingertips. And then, if you're going to have a nice, ready for me reasoning, uh, you will also have a nice reasoning ready for me in Surah Ashar ayats. Now going to Surah Ashar ayats. Whatsoever is in the heavens and whatsoever is, okay, it doesn't say they give two. It is he who expelled the ones who disbelieved among the people of the scripture. Shouldn't all the ayats against the one, disbeliever, all these fighting ayats and how you give them peace and all that, be in one so we can going from here to there, there to here. And then, the reasons you give is really not worthy, not honorable, not noble. It is he who expelled the ones who disbelieved, not compassionate, not merciful, among the people of the scripture, from their homes at the first gathering. You did not think that they would leave, and they thought that their fortresses would protect them from Allah. Referring to the Jews of Banu Nadir, who broke their pact with the Messenger of Allah. This is how it's spelled. Double E, dear, Nadir. Okay, then we go here, Nadir. This was the first time they had even ever been gathered and expelled. First time. First time. First. For the very first time. Melissa Etheridge or first time. Robin, what's it, her name? Robin Beck. First time. First. Can't say that word. Who? It was he who drove those of the people of the book who broke faith. Broke faith. शीशा हो या दिल हो आखिर टूट जाता है टूट जाता है टूट As a Shia, even, I tell you, I would be so shocked reading these ayats, and I would have come here and shared it and said, I'm having a religious crisis. I'm a heretic, Shia. I've become a heretic, Mullah Sadra heretic, like Mullah Sadra. It was he who drove those of the people of the book who broke faith, disbelievers, out from their homes at the first gathering of forces. You believers never thought they would go, and they themselves thought their fortifications protect against God. First expulsion, then what we have, God came on them from where the least expected. They were disbelievers and put panic into their hearts, terrorizing God, because they disbelieved these people of the book in Allah and His Messenger. Their homes were destroyed. Oh my God. Wait. First, let me finish this ayat so I can go to the opposition ayat. But let me just finish this ayat. Because it is here before that ayat that they opposed Allah and the Messenger. So what comes first here to us? God came up on them from where they I think I want to faint or something. They least expected and put panic into their hearts. Their homes were destroyed. I'm losing voice. By their own hands and the hands of the believers. Learn from this, all of you with insight. Don't give me from you learn now what the God is from the Hindus and now come insight and Jiddu Krishnamurti. How great is the insight? No, wait, Jiddu Krishnamurti, say to like wait, David to David Bohm, the physicist. Wait, I'm getting an insight. You can't call it reason. Yes, like not thought, but it's like you call it insight. And he doesn't ask you to worship him or anything. So please don't use that insight here. And how great is God without taking the religious ayats into consideration, the other Quran ayats and holy books. God is great for everyone, Hindus, Christians, Jews. God is most high for everyone, greatest, most high, highest of the high. If God had not decreed exile for them, yeah, okay. That is because they opposed Allah and His Messenger. Again, I'm telling you opposition, wide connotation. And whoever opposes Allah, then indeed Allah is severe in penalty, right? So we went through the wide connotation of the word opposition in the Arabic way to word, cut off or oppose. Whatever you have cut down of the palm trees, they're not even there. They're evacuated from the lands. You put their houses in dust. After they broke their houses, you also, believers, were told to break their houses. So, oh my God, which parent of yours still wants you to be a Shia? What a deceiving parent, dishonest. Whatever you have cut down of the palm trees or left standing on the trunks, please, I don't mean that you go and you hate your parent, but and of course, Prophet Muhammad is not your father, like some Muslim told me, that was telling someone else that he's a father. I said, no, he's not your father. They should look in Surah Azab first. He's not the father of any of your men. Whatever you have cut down of the palm trees or left standing on the trunks. You know what trunks? Okay, like on the roots or on the trunk. Cutting them down or leaving them standing on the roots. Okay, these you have not cut down. Because Abdul Halim's translation is different, and I'm very tired. I don't want to go up there. Was done by God's slave. I think this is enough for me as a Shia. Rasulullah was told us not to cut trees in war. Now they've left. You're cutting down the trees, some of them. And what Allah restored of the property of property to His messenger from them. Oh my goodness. So what you have restored now from them, You did not spur for it in an expedition, any horses or camels, but Allah gives His messengers power over whom He wills, and Allah is over all things competent. Competent. Very nice put. That Allah gives power to the messenger. What if the policies are saying, well, we got the power? The leaders are saying, these are our masters, these are our gurus, these are our godly people, sages. And Allah has given them power to His messenger over any He pleases. Imam Ali said, absolute power corrupts. And Allah has power over all things. Okay, that's good, yeah. That even the Hindus believe. And the Christians and the Jews. And what Allah restored to His messenger from the people of the towns. Is this in a plural? Like, not only which other towns did they bring down to rubble's dust, pounding, like breaking their houses, what, and cutting their trees off? What was restored by Allah to His messenger from the people? I'll go back to the above verse because you believers, how much you get? No, no. You may have fought and cut the trees off, but it is Allah gives power. It was Allah who gave power to the messenger, and the messenger commanded you, but it belongs to the messenger, not to you who fight for the messenger or cut down trees and break houses. And whatever of the things restored, you know what this ayat means? What restored was by Allah to His messenger from the people of the towns, plural. How many towns you destroyed, plundered, looted? It is for Allah. Although your actions were laudable, but your efforts. Let's see now. How much from these you get? What is your haq in this? What is your right in this? And His messenger, and for those of the kindred, meaning the kindred of the messenger. And the orphans, and the needy, and the wayfarer. Okay, but you have fought them. Okay. Oh, no, not okay, but let's just go with it. This. That not it become a perpetual circulation. Yes, enjoy. Wayfarers enjoy. Really, Rasulullah giving to the wayfarer passing by. Hello, wayfarer. Take this. But do you believe in me and do you obey me? And I have power over you because Allah has given me all that power. And whoever Allah wills, Rasulullah, pleases to give power over Rasulullah's power. Rasulullah gives power to Rasulullah to please whoever. How is it written there? So listen, I have the power, and I can. If I want, you wayfarer, are you a believer in me? Obey me and prostrate now. Rasulullah can say that completely, like prostrate. But of course, they're not going to say that here. But in Surah Yusuf, what is written in Surah Yusuf, verse 100? And what did Allama Iqbal say? That if I was allowed one sajda, who would I do prostration to be? Fatma Zahra, Prophet Muhammad's daughter. Maryama as yak nisbat bud or hast. Fatima is known by what? Char or three nisbat? Three. Chahar or three. Right? Allama Iqbal. And in the end, what does he say? Of course, you are allowed in the Quran. That verse, Surah Yusuf, full sajda, 100 verse, right? So this, terrible, terrible. I tell you, it may not seem like you are prostrating to Prophet Muhammad, but Allah gives His messenger power over whom He wills, even if it be against their will. So now Allah can give power and gives power to the messenger over whom Allah wills, right? What would that mean? Okay, I have to take a break now, sorry. So we'll be coming back on this some other time. Thank you very much.